Welcome, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dee, and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I'm not new to the internet, but I am new to YouTube, so I would like to ask that you all like, share, and subscribe and help me grow this channel. I'd like to create a community for healing for anyone going through difficult relationships. So anyone that's been there, done that, or if you're currently going through that, just share your energy down in the comment section. Share with one another, comment on others' comments, and just kind of create a community with me here. I want to help people. That's why I'm here. I use my own decks that I create myself. I only trust my own sense of knowing and my own source. And that's just the way I do it. So, and I also understand that everybody likes to know for sure that cards have been shuffled. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to do a quick shuffle in all three of these decks so that everyone can see at least that they've had a quick shuffle, okay? As I said, I shuffle extensively when I'm concentrating on the energy of the sign that I'm about to read for. And we're going to start with this deck, so I'll leave it here. I've got 4 decks here. One is Divine Grace. That one has about 34 cards in it. It walks us through a bad relationship from beginning to end. You can repeat steps and stages, and some people repeat steps and stages in that deck for 100 years. And that's what we don't want to do. We want to walk out of this bad situation and don't go back. Never go back. So that's what I'm here for. Hopefully we'll be able to touch some people's hearts and help one another get through some of this bad energy that we find ourselves in when we allow the wrong people in our lives, okay? A couple of these decks are very, very full of cards, so they're a little bit tricky to shuffle. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the Divine Grace deck. This one is going to show us where we've been within this relationship that brought us to where we are currently. And then it's going to show us where we are currently and then where we're headed if we continue in the same mindset, doing the same things, thinking the same way as we are now. So hopefully we gain a tremendous amount of insight from these 3 cards here. Okay, where we've been. Where we are now, and where we're headed if we stay in the same mindset. Well, congratulations, Scorpio. Of course, Scorpio would be the sign who pulls that grace card for sure. You're not the only sign that's had that in this particular reading. This is the Troubled Love for July 2021, and we're going to get started here. Your first card shows us where you've been within this relationship in the recent past, which could be a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 20 years ago. Just depends on your situation. This energy shows me that you've been in a situation where you're having to push back negative energy all that's just surrounding you. You've been in the center of this with your beautiful soul, your beautiful self, all of those emotions that you have, and you're having to push energy that's bad for you. Push negative energy away. That's what this means. And I don't know exactly who this person is, but we'll find out who we're dealing with here. But you've maintained yourself within this. You're a little cloudy, but you're not dark. You haven't gone off the deep end, per se. Now, having to deal with someone like this can take a toll on you. But what it did was it kept you in such negative energy, surrounded you with such negative energy, dark energy, that bad energy. Bad mindset, bad ways of thinking. That's what you were doing. And currently, you're in a manipulation state, which is you're being manipulated by this person who has surrounded you with this weird, dark, pessimistic, negative energy. It's just very thick and not good. Let's see who we're dealing with here. Let's see who we're dealing with here. A Capricorn. And I'm going to pull another card here. And a water sign. Okay, that's verifying to me that that's you. This is you, Scorpio. This is the person you're dealing with, the Capricorn. A Capricorn is going to be normally a well-grounded, down-to-earth, earthy kind of person who is normally financially secure, if not wealthy. And they're usually just very loving and kind and beautiful and just amazing people. But the one you're dealing with here is not really amazing. There's some reason they're trying to keep you confined in the recent past. And you could have gone through this energy here where this person was surrounding you with all this negativity and dark energy, and just they were probably verbally and emotionally abusive, if not a little physically abusive. And ooh, it's just horrible. It's thick. And now you're being manipulated, but I'm almost feeling like you're turning that back around onto this person, this Capricorn, because whatever you're doing now, I think is, and I don't mean you're manipulating them in a bad way, but what I do see here is that you're manipulating the situation so that you can come out on the other end in one piece, because you've got the Grace card here, and that is an amazing energy. This means that when you get through the state that you're in now, where you're trying to work things in your favor, you've probably got a sort of a plan for you to escape this situation with your dignity intact, without destroying this person's dignity, without causing any problems here, just being able to walk out of this situation with your self-worth intact. You know, like, you don't want to cause a bunch of problems and burn their clothes and throw their belongings in the yard. You don't want to act like that, and I don't see you I just don't see you doing that. Now, you're not I feel like you could do that, but I don't think you're going there with this person. I think you may have participated in some arguments that escalated quite abruptly and probably got a little crazy. But in the past several arguments or instances that you've experienced with this person have not gone that way. I think it's because you're seeing your own value. You're not devaluing yourself anymore. You have realized that, look, this is a bad person. They're never going to change. They're not ever going to see me. And so I'm going to have to do what I need to do within this relationship to get out with my soul still intact. And that's exactly what you're doing here. You're manipulating the situation, which could be, you could be putting a little bit of money back. You pay the bills. When they get paid, they give you the check. You pay the bills, and then maybe you're sticking a little money back so that you can get out of there in one piece, or buy the clothes you need to get the job that you're going to need to be able to make it on your own, that type of thing. Or you might be starting a little business on the side that you only work on when they're not there, and you need a little money for that. You're doing whatever you have to do to get out of this thing without damaging any more than you have to, especially this person. You don't want to damage anything here. You just want to get out of the situation. And I think you will, because in the near future, and this could be, you know, this weekend or a month from now, 6 months from now. I don't really see it going past 6 months, maybe 9, but you're going to be in a state of grace. And that's where you just kind of give in and say, okay, fill me back up with whatever it is this person has sucked out of me, including they've sucked the life and the soul out of me, or they've tried to, and you're just replenishing that. You're getting replenished. And that's just an amazing energy there, Scorpio. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, because all of this is just no big deal to you. You can fight all this dark energy with one hand behind your back, probably both hands behind your back. Truth be known. Let's see how bad this person, affected you, how severely they affected you. What was the severity level of this person's effect on you? This severity level goes from 1 to 11, with 11 being off the scale, which means it would be like critically severe. Just so you know how this works. It was high. That would destroy most people, a 7. That's like way down the scale. If you're looking at a scale from 1 to 10, and then 11 being off the chart. 11 would be like where they lose themselves. They, drives them crazy, or they can't take it. They can't handle, some people just can't handle that high severity of traumatic experiences. But you being a Scorpio, you can eat this 7.0 on the severity scale. You can eat that for lunch. And I'm not saying that so you can be proud of that, but I am proud of the fact that you're handling this situation like you are. You're kind of thinking in your own mind right now that whatever this person is dishing out to you all this time, they had no idea who you were, because you could just eat that for lunch, that energy. But you're more loving and emotionally present than you are willing to eat that energy for lunch, if you follow me on that. You didn't want to do that. You didn't want to say, I'm leaving, never call me again, that kind of thing. You just kind of rolled with it because you really cared about this person. This Capricorn is not a very bright person for an earth sign, because they never valued you. They didn't know who they had. But now your actions, the way you're treating them is a little colder. Of course, because you're planning your escape, per se. But they're going to regret this, because they're just going on with their plan and doing what they need to do day to day, while you're over there not being seen and drowning in that negative energy that you were drowning in the past. And then you didn't drown for long because it was bad. It hurt you, but you didn't stay there. You came straight out of there and said, I'm not going down this way. I'm going to start planning my escape. And now you're in a state of grace where you're just being replenished with all that beautiful energy that you need to get back out there and conquer the world again. Let's see what your word of wisdom is, your advice here for today, for July. Cease. Yeah, that fits right in with what we were talking about. You're going to cease your relationship with this person. You're going to cease the emotional value that you put in it. You're going to stop participating in this relationship. You're focused on yourself. You're replenishing your soul. You're healing your emotional state. and it's beautiful. This is a wonderful reading. I'm very happy for you and proud of you, Scorpio, very proud, because you handled this like a champ. And I'm glad that you didn't stay in that negative energy. That person was really trying to get you in it, though. Really trying to knock you down a notch. But somebody needs to tell that Capricorn that you don't knock a Scorpio down a notch. And if you do, they're not down long, and you need to run when they get up. So anyway, I am very happy in the way you're handling this situation. You're like a teacher for all. You and Sagittarius can teach people how to do this. Please comment. I know this video is brand new. There's probably no followers, no subscribers on my account yet when this uploads. But even so, people will start coming back to look at some of these videos and catch up whenever they do become aware of my channel. And they may get some really good healing from some of the comments that you may leave there. So if you feel like you want to leave a comment for someone who may view this video after you, with any words of wisdom from your experience, you may just share that. You may help someone, and you'll never know how many people you can help. You just by one comment, one uplifting comment. So Scorpio, you have a wonderful July. This has been your Troubled Love July 2021 reading, and I will be back on a regular basis giving you more and more. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos. Like, share, subscribe, and again, thank you for joining me. Enjoy your July, Scorpio.